was eating her brain tissue.
Nature's deadliest organisms.
He had bled into his eyeballs.
They hijack our bodies.
Almost nothing can destroy it.
Disable our immune systems.
My parents would have to see their son die.
And eat us from within.
There's nothing we could do.
For those infected, Jim and Ashley Ehrenstrom live in the suburbs of Phoenix, Arizona.
The weather is amazing. We have over 300 days of sunshine.
We both came from the Midwest, so it's quite a change. We don't have to worry about shoveling snow. It's generally just a pleasant environment.
Jim works in IT, and Ashley is a school psychologist.
We are very different. It's more of the opposites attract kind of thing. So he tends to be very logical and makes decisions that way, and I tend to be more emotional.
She's absolutely beautiful. She's intelligent, goofy like me.
We just really balance each other out very well.
The couple has a 2-year-old daughter named Evelyn.
Evelyn is very intelligent. She's very bubbly, super lively. She's always been just such a great kid.
I absolutely love being a mom, and being Evelyn's mom especially.
It's an early evening in spring, and the family is at home.
We had finished eating dinner. Evelyn and I went into her playroom. She sat down, she picked up a bowl and a spoon, and she's taking the spoon and stirring her food around that she's pretending to make. And I look away for a moment, and then I hear her cry. My first thought was that she had smashed her finger. I was definitely not that worried about it. She's not bleeding. There's no cut or injury or mark that I see. So I picked her up and I said, "It's okay, Evelyn, you're okay, it's fine."
But Evelyn won't stop crying. So Ashley calls for Jim, who tries to calm Evelyn down.
She's just not consolable. It wasn't like Evelyn. She was pointing to her hand and pointing to her shoulder, armpit region, but we didn't see anything wrong.
So we kind of thought, she's at that age now where when she gets hurt, no matter how minor it is, Band-Aids make it better. It's kind of that placebo effect. So we put one on her finger to see if there might be a change in her perceived pain level.
But she's still upset. We couldn't see what was wrong. We just knew that something was bothering her. And it started to concern me a bit.
A few minutes pass, and Evelyn seems to calm down.
We're seated on the couch and watching the cartoon that she likes the most, and I noticed that she'd watch for maybe about 30 seconds or so, and then she started thrashing around. She looked very uncomfortable in her skin, basically throwing herself back against me. And then I noticed that she had some beads of sweat forming around her forehead. I paused the TV and asked her, "What's wrong, Evelyn? What can I do for you? What do you need?" But she wasn't answering my questions anymore. That's when I really did start to get worried.
Ashley made the call, we're gonna go to urgent care. There was no discussion. It was more of a, we're going? Great, let's get everything together and leave.
We packed her up into her car seat, and she's continuing to cry, and she's continuing to thrash. I also noticed she was having some labored breathing. Instead of her normal breathing, it was kind of quick, fast, rapid, almost like she couldn't catch her breath. So now I'm really concerned.
Ashley sits in the back seat with Evelyn as Jim drives.
I was trying to go as fast as I can to get to the urgent care, and Evelyn started throwing up.
She's thrown up a few times in the past, but this time was different. When she was throwing up, it was these large bubbles. I've never seen anything like it. I had been trying really hard to kind of stay strong and keep it together, and when that happened, I was terrified.
We did not know what was actually wrong to begin with, and now things have gotten so much worse. And there was nothing that I could do.
30 minutes later, they reach the clinic.
She's absolutely covered and drenched in sweat and in vomit. And they took Evelyn's vitals, and they definitely noticed right away that her breathing was labored.
And I think because of the vomiting, the doctor simply started at the very ground level.
It was being treated like some type of stomach virus or stomach issue, but what they were telling me just did not match what my gut was telling me. I did not believe that it was a stomach issue.
Still, the doctor gives Evelyn an anti-nausea shot. The doctor then leaves the room, and the family hopes the medication will take effect.
Evelyn was lying there on the table, and her eyes are just clenched closed, just very visibly uncomfortable and in pain. I was very worried.
30 minutes later, the doctor returns to assess Evelyn's progress.
We're trying to insist this is not something with her stomach. This is not normal. That shot has not done anything. Evelyn is continuing to vomit. Something else is wrong.
And the doctor didn't know what to do with her. That was frustrating, that the doctor, the professional, doesn't know what's going on. And so I was completely terrified about what the next 15 minutes might hold for her. That was probably the hardest part for me, was just thinking about how much pain she was in and knowing that there was nothing we could do. You know, she's just hurting, and it's clear that she's in a lot of pain, and there was nothing I could do to make it stop.
2-year-old Evelyn Ehrenstrom is in severe pain and vomiting uncontrollably, which even an anti-nausea shot has not stopped.
I was simply feeling that we need answers. If we can't find the answers here, we need to go where we can.
Ashley and Jim leave the clinic and drive Evelyn to the nearest hospital. There, pediatric emergency physician Dr. David Ruby takes on the case.
When Evelyn arrived at the hospital, she was in extreme pain. She was almost uncontrollable.
At that point, she had gone from kind of the consistent crying she was doing to now like a screaming pain crying. I couldn't handle seeing her in even more pain.
Dr. Ruby gives Evelyn a physical examination.
She's having muscle contractions and uncontrolled eye movements. Also, she had snake-like movements of the tongue, up and down and vibrating.
Based on this and the rapid onset of her symptoms, Dr. Ruby makes a startling diagnosis.
She had a scorpion sting.
That was quite alarming.
Scorpion venom is coursing through Evelyn's bloodstream, spreading neurotoxins that attack the cells of her nervous system, shredding them apart and radiating pain from her finger all the way across her body. As the immune system produces an inflammatory response, it leads to her vomiting, difficulty breathing, and overwhelming pain.
Everything that Evelyn was going through was scary.
I definitely went into panic mode.
What makes scorpion venom so potent is that it disrupts the body's nerve cells. This can lead to respiratory failure, paralysis, and cardiac arrest in just a few hours. Second to snakes, scorpions kill more humans than any other venomous animal in the U.S.
Evelyn's condition was serious to critical. In young children of small size, such as Evelyn, scorpion stings can be deadly.
The worst fear was losing her. We didn't know what kind of reactions little ones can have, and it's scary.
She used to shut down because she's in so much pain. She can't open her eyes because she's in so much pain. So that was really hard to think about.
With Evelyn on the verge of death, doctors must give her antivenom. But when they try to put in the IV, there's another problem.
Evelyn did not particularly enjoy the IV in her hand and was able to wrangle it loose.
I was terrified, absolutely frightened. I had no idea what was about to happen.
The nurses forcibly re-administered the IV to secure it down a little tighter and took the saline bag and gave it a little more pressure to increase the flow just to get the medicine administered.
After maybe 5 minutes or so of doing that, she was able to calm down enough that she fell asleep.
In the ICU, Evelyn lies motionless.
Jim and I were just sitting there basically waiting for that time to go by. I felt like I was holding my breath, just waiting to see what was going to happen next.
But after an hour, they notice an encouraging sign.
She opened her eyes and looked at me. I hadn't seen her eyes for hours. So that moment of her looking at me was huge. I felt like, okay, she's gonna be okay.
She was playing peekaboo with the nurses. It's almost like nothing had happened at all.
There are more than 1,500 species of scorpions worldwide. The most dangerous scorpion in the US is the bark scorpion. The species is most common in the southwest United States, primarily in the state of Arizona. Bark scorpions tend to prefer dark crevices. In the home, scorpions typically lurk in bathrooms, closets, and food storage areas.
Kind of playing it back, I think that the scorpion was inside the bowl that she was stirring.
A few hours later, doctors send Evelyn home. But in the aftermath, her parents, Jim and Ashley, make some important changes to the family routine.
Life after scorpion is definitely a lot more cautious. I check her playroom before she goes in every time.
Today, Evelyn has made a complete recovery from her venomous infection.
Evelyn is great, but we have instilled in her a healthy respect for anything that might look like an insect.
I thank God for her every day that she's okay. She knows how much we love her, and we definitely show her that every day.
In the US each year, around 100 people die as a result of having been stung by a scorpion. Those living in areas where scorpions are prevalent should take particular care when doing yard work or camping. In the home, closets should be kept tidy and trash should be kept outside the home, as this can attract insects that scorpions prey on.
What I saw was horrific.
This young man was going to die.
Garrett Hallweg and his girlfriend Asia Hayden Meyer live in Newport Beach, California. Asia is an office manager, and Garrett is a neuropsychiatrist. They love to travel.
Garrett and I both, I think, share a passion for wanting to travel and see new sights. We always end up in Hawaii as our destination of choice, so that's a plus.
We like action adventure, hiking, jet skiing, climbing to waterfalls, and being outdoors.
Garrett is a devout Christian, just like his parents, Jerry and Judy Hallweg.
Our faith and our church holds us all together as a family.
Garrett and I, we talk about a Bible verse we might have recently stumbled upon. We'll talk about the family. It's a great relationship, and I love it.
But Asia's family history is very different.
My immediate family was not religious at all, so I grew up knowing that I had the right to choose whatever spiritual path I wanted to go down.
We're on a different page with our relationship with God.
That's the reason why we aren't married as of now, because we don't have that commonality, and it's something that's very important to him.
It's November. The couple has just returned from a vacation in Hawaii. Asia is out of town visiting her father, and Garrett is at work.
I was seeing patients all day in the clinic, and I started to feel a little bit of a headache, and it wasn't really going away, but I wasn't concerned. I took anti-inflammatories and tried to put it out of my head and not think about it anymore.
A few hours later, Garrett returns home and goes to bed early.
When I woke up on Saturday, I was feeling very feverish. At that point, I thought I had the flu, so I basically laid in bed and put a down comforter over me and tried to break the fever.
Garrett remains in bed for the rest of the day. The next day, Asia calls Garrett.
Garrett and I were on the phone, and he was almost panting into the phone. And I, at that point, knew something was really strange. And I told him that he should go to the emergency room. But he, being a doctor, said, it's simply the flu, and I'll get better.
That night, Garrett goes to bed early again. But in the middle of the night, something wakes him.
I was having difficulty catching my breath. I really couldn't get enough oxygen. I really began to be concerned. I knew that I needed help. I needed to get to the hospital, and I needed to get there fast.
Garrett drives to the hospital. There, infectious disease specialist Dr. William Thompson takes over his case.
When I first was consulted to see Garrett, I went up to the intensive care unit, and he was jaundiced.
Jaundice is a yellowing of the skin and eyes. It can signal a problem with the liver.
In this particular case, it was because his liver had failed.
When the liver fails, it can no longer prevent toxins from entering the bloodstream.
It can be detrimental because if he can't metabolize all of the pollutants in his body, then that can lead to death.
I was very worried.
We didn't have a diagnosis. That was very disconcerting. We doctors want to have a name for what's ailing a patient, and we didn't.
To keep him alive, doctors put Garrett on a dialysis machine, which performs the work of his liver for him. Garrett texts both his parents and Asia.
And a text let us know that the doctors were putting him in intensive care. I knew that he was in grave danger.
Asia books herself on the next flight back to Southern California. Meanwhile, Garrett's parents rush to the hospital.
I was devastated. I didn't know what he had.
He was very weak and just a sorry sight.
And there's another reason for Garrett's rapid decline.
Garrett had multi-organ failure. We didn't really know if he was going to survive.
My biggest fear was, am I going to watch my child go?
I remember seeing my parents there and thinking that my parents would have to see their son die. And so it was a difficult time.
Garrett Hallweg is suffering from a mysterious illness that has caused his vital organs to start shutting down. Dr. Thompson runs a series of tests to try to find the cause of Garrett's illness. But without a diagnosis, doctors must take extreme measures.
Garrett had to be put into a medically induced coma.
It was frightening. It was very scary. That's the only son I have. I sure hope that I can see him pull through with this.
Several hours later, Asia arrives to a comatose Garrett.
What I saw was horrific. He was connected to so many tubes and wires. There was a very big chance that I wasn't ever going to get to see him again awake. And the reality of that was, it was awful.
After several days at his bedside, Asia notices something unusual.
One of the tests that the nurse would have to do is open his eyes and shine a flashlight into his eyes. And we noticed the whites of his eyes becoming solid red. Looked as if he had bled into his eyeballs. They looked scary.
He was bleeding from a lot of different places of his body, and that was problematic.
For Dr. Thompson, this is a significant finding, so he runs very specialized blood tests. And the results yield a stunning diagnosis.
He had a bacterial infection. Garrett had leptospirosis.
Never heard of that word before, and we were all deadly scared of what the outcome could be.
Leptospirosis is caused by the bacteria Leptospira. Inside Garrett's body, the Leptospira bacteria attack his blood cells, preventing them from carrying oxygen around his body. Because of this, Garrett's organs stop functioning. As the bacteria collect across his body, they cause internal hemorrhaging, breathing difficulties, and organ failure.
It was frightening.
It made me feel sick to my stomach. It was terrifying.
Leptospira bacteria can turn deadly very quickly because they're able to evade the body's immune system. Leptospira do this by moving through the host's body in a corkscrew fashion, which prevents immune cells from getting a hold on the bacteria.
Garrett's case of leptospirosis was as bad as you get. I think many of us had resigned that this young man was going to die.
Dr. Thompson puts Garrett on targeted antibiotics and performs numerous blood transfusions. For 6 days, Garrett's body fights for his life.
He was still in a dire situation, and the doctor said, we don't know if he's going to survive.
This realization prompts Asia to take a big step.
I'd always said that if I ever was baptized, it would be on my time, where I wanted it to happen, with the people I wanted around me, and never, ever did it feel so right. I chose to do it in the room with him so that he could be a part of it. It was bittersweet because here I was getting baptized and he was still in a drug-induced coma.
Leptospira bacteria are destroying the blood of Garrett Hallwig, causing his organs to shut down. In an effort to save him, doctors have put him on antibiotics and into a medically induced coma. His girlfriend Asia and his parents are keeping a bedside vigil. Then, after a week in the hospital, Asia witnesses Garrett making a dramatic turn.
Garrett opened his eyes. Those first waking moments were just so incredible. And when he was coherent, I said, I just want you to know that while you were asleep, I was baptized, and he began to cry.
And
the Leptospira bacteria are carried by pigs, dogs, and rodents. But humans can also contract the bacteria when they come into contact with urine from infected animals, most often through broken skin or the mucous membranes. Leptospira bacteria thrive in tropical and subtropical regions, particularly in mud and fresh water.
Garrett contracted the infection about 2 weeks prior to developing symptoms.
in Hawaii, I went swimming in a waterfall, and I remember getting the water up into our nose and mouth and swallowing some of it. It was probably dirty water.
We didn't think there was any harm or danger of swimming. There was probably 30 other people that were there swimming that day.
Garrett spends 2 more weeks recovering in the hospital. And though the leptospira infection puts him at a higher risk,
As it brought us to where we are now.
In the U.S., leptospirosis is rare. Only 100 to 200 cases are identified each year, and half of those occur in Hawaii. The CDC recommends that those who live in or travel through endemic regions refrain from swimming in water where animal urine may be present.
It was like something from a sci-fi movie.
This was a clearly life-threatening situation.
Sybil Meister is an independent businesswoman from the city of Murrieta, California.
I run a Mexican food restaurant. I take pride in making good quality food. Food makes people happy.
Sybil's best friend is Kimberly Miller.
We laugh all the time, no matter where we're at.
She's always been there for me. Kim is a great person. She's my best friend.
But the most important person in Sybil's life is her only child, 20-year-old Coral.
Oh, Coral, what are you doing?
Coral's a very caring and giving person. Always there to make him happy.
There she is.
Always loves to laugh.
Coral is leading her own life, but still lives close by to her mother.
Coral, on the day of her party.
We're always in contact, but I had to let her grow up.
It's November. Sybil and Coral are cleaning up after their Thanksgiving meal.
Coral and I had a great time. We were just finishing up dishes, and then she just got up and went in the bathroom and was throwing up for a long time. I thought maybe she was getting the flu. When Coral came back, she didn't really say anything. I was concerned, but I just figured it would pass.
Sybil takes Coral upstairs to get some rest, and she eventually goes home. A few days later, Sybil receives a startling call from Coral.
She said she had just done her workout and she was laying on the floor. She said she was unable to get up because her neck hurt and she could barely turn her head. And I told her that she needed to go to the doctor because that's not normal, but she said no. She would prefer to go to the health food store and see if she could find something there that would help. I mean, I thought she's an adult, so hopefully it'll pass and she'll get better.
A few weeks later, Sybil gets an update.
I was at home one day when Coral had texted me that we were on like day 7 of an extremely bad headache. I said, that's it, I'm done with this. You're going to the ER. I'm driving down and I'm taking you. And she said, okay.
At the hospital, doctors run numerous tests and probe Coral's medical history.
The doctor started asking her questions, and Coral explained that she had recently come off birth control. The doctor determined that was the reason for her symptoms. And we were like, oh, okay. Well, good, then, hey, that explains a lot of the symptoms you've been having for the last month or whatever.
The doctor provides Coral with painkillers, and Sybil takes Coral home. A few days later, friends and family gather to celebrate Sybil's birthday.
We had all decided to get together and have dinner, and Coral shows up, and she sits down, and I kind of notice her arm twitching. It wasn't subtle. Didn't know what to think.
I was starting to really get worried. But then the twitching just kind of stopped and it went away, and we didn't discuss it the rest of the night. It was very unusual.
2 weeks later, Sybil receives another disturbing phone call from Coral.
I was at home, and she told me something really surprising. She said she could hear things crawling in her head. She said it sounded like little bugs. I didn't even know what to think. I don't know, it just seemed surreal. It could be anything.
Sybil Meister's daughter, Coral, has been experiencing uncontrollable shakes and a sinister crawling sensation in her head.
I was very worried, and I said, these are serious symptoms. This is something you go straight to the ER for.
Sybil takes Coral to the hospital. There, neurologist Dr. Navaz Karangia runs an MRI on Coral's brain and makes a startling discovery.
There was a significant amount of dead tissue.
Looked like white clouds, basically where it should be dark. You could definitely see there was something really wrong.
This was a clearly life-threatening situation.
We were in shock.
We took Coral into surgery immediately to try to get a piece of the tissue so that we could understand what Coral had. A small piece of tissue was extracted and sent for testing.
Doctors keep Coral in intensive care, and 3 days later, the results from her brain biopsy come in.
Coral had an amoeba. Coral had Balamuthia mandrillaris.
I wasn't sure what it was. Sounded like something from a sci-fi movie.
Balamuthia mandrillaris is a parasitic amoeba that attacks the central nervous system. Inside Coral's body, the amoeba are feeding on her brain cells and multiplying. As the parasites spread, they cause her brain to swell, leading to Coral's vomiting, headaches, and twitching.
A brain-eating amoeba? What? I mean, it was almost unreal.
I mean, just horrifying thoughts when you think of what it's doing to her. It's eating her brain tissue.
Balamuthia mandrillaris is called a free-living amoeba because of its ability to survive in a variety of environments, inside or outside the body of a host. It can withstand lack of food and even extremes of temperature, from freezing to 158 Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius. Inside the body, Balamuthia parasites are deadly because the membranes that surround them are nearly impenetrable and practically resistant to all known drugs.
The mortality rate is anywhere from 87 to 95%. So this is a highly lethal infection.
I just thought, okay, well, she'll be that 5% to beat it, you know? We tried our best to be positive and hope for the best.
Doctors put Coral on highly specialized antiparasitic medication, and they carry out an emergency procedure to relieve the swelling in her brain.
We drilled a small hole in Coral's head and inserted the catheter. The catheter worked very well to relieve the pressure that was being exerted on Coral's brain.
So after the procedure, she wasn't able to open her eyes, but she was able to squeeze hands and give thumbs up to indicate that she was there.
She communicated, and she still had her sense of humor, even though she wasn't awake.
I thought, okay, that was good news. This is how we're going to start getting better.
But that night, Coral's condition nosedives.
Coral's brain pressure started rising, putting life-threatening pressure on the critical structures of her brain.
It was getting worse and worse.
Sybil Meister's daughter, Coral, is infected with a brain-eating amoeba called Balamuthia mandrillaris. Despite emergency surgery, the pressure on her brain has increased to critical levels.
Unfortunately, the swelling kept getting worse, and her brain was not functioning anymore.
The fight was over. We had to take her off life support.
Just wanted to touch her. And make sure she knew that she wasn't alone.
I told her that I loved her and I couldn't imagine my life without her because she was my life.
Sorry.
Balamuthia parasites feed off bacteria both in soil and in bodies of fresh water. Humans typically contract the amoeba when water, soil, or dust contaminated with Balamuthia is inhaled through the nose or mouth. From there, the amoebas penetrate the mucous membranes and make their way to the brain.
Sybil believes Coral contracted the infection at a nearby desert lake.
We were swimming and she got water up her nose. So it was very possible, you know, that's where she got it from.
Today, Sybil is coping with the tragic loss.
We're starting a nonprofit to educate people about the amoebas and also raise money for the CDC's research on Balamuthia, because if I can save one parent from having to suffer this pain, then it'll be worth it.
Infection with Balamuthia mandrillaris is extremely rare. Since the parasite was discovered in 1986, it has only been associated with about 200 cases worldwide, mostly in arid desert regions of the American Southwest and Latin America. To prevent infection, the National Institutes of Health advise that those who inhabit endemic regions and come into regular contact with soil should wear protective clothing. And anyone swimming in warm freshwater where parasitic amoebas are known to be present is advised to wear nose clips.
Have you ever wondered if there's a simple habit that could add years to your life without complicated routines or expensive gym memberships? What if the secret to living a longer, healthier life is hidden in the everyday habits you might be overlooking? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to reveal the small, easy steps that can help you live to 100, no major lifestyle changes required. Stick with us, because this video isn't just about theory. It's backed by expert advice and the latest scientific research. We'll show you how you can improve your health and boost your mental well-being in as little as 10 minutes a day. Whether you're looking to stay more active, maintain flexibility, or even sleep better, these habits are practical and effective for people of all ages. By the end, you'll understand how caring for your feet and underarms, avoiding common mistakes after 60, and embracing simple practices can truly transform your health and longevity. So, if you're ready to feel more energized, live a happier life, and take control of your future health, this is the video you don't want to miss. Let's dive in. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. The secret begins with your feet. When was the last time you truly paid attention to your feet? It's not something most of us think about, and yet, our feet are the very foundation of our lives. They're the unsung heroes, tirelessly carrying us through every step of every day, year after year. Without them, we couldn't walk, run, stand, or even balance. They are our roots, just like the roots of a tree, strong, steadfast, and essential. But what happens when a tree's roots aren't nourished? The tree becomes weak, and eventually, it can no longer stand tall. The same is true for us. If we neglect our feet, the foundation of our body begins to falter, and this can lead to a cascade of health problems. Sadly, our feet are often the most overlooked part of our bodies. We spend so much time focusing on our faces, hands, or even our diet and exercise, but rarely do we stop to think about the two parts of our body that do so much work for us every single day. Yet, according to health experts, taking care of your feet can unlock benefits that go far beyond what you might expect. Developing a daily foot care habit can improve blood circulation, relieve muscle tension, and even reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases. For older adults, proper foot care can significantly lower the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury, and promote better overall mobility. The best part? It doesn't require hours of effort or complicated routines. With just a few simple steps each day, you can give your feet the care they deserve and experience a noticeable improvement in your overall health and well-being. A step-by-step guide to foot care. Step 1. Soak your feet. Start by immersing your feet in warm water for 3 to 5 minutes. This simple act can feel like pure luxury after a long day. The warm water helps to relax the muscles, soften the skin, and open up your pores. For added benefits, toss in a pinch of mineral salt, which can draw out toxins, or a few drops of essential oil like lavender, which promotes relaxation, or eucalyptus, which soothes tired feet. Imagine the warmth wrapping around your feet like a comforting blanket, easing away the stress and tension you've been carrying all day. Step 2. Thorough cleaning. Next, clean your feet thoroughly with gentle soap. Pay extra attention to the spaces between your toes, those hidden spots where sweat and moisture tend to accumulate. Left unchecked, this can lead to fungal infections or irritation. Use a soft bristled brush or washcloth to gently exfoliate the skin, removing any dead cells that might be lurking on the surface. Think of this as giving your feet a fresh start, allowing them to breathe and stay healthy. Step 3. Dry and moisturize. After soaking and cleaning, pat your feet dry with a soft towel. Make sure to dry between your toes thoroughly. This is a critical step in preventing fungal infections. Then, apply a moisturizing cream or lotion, massaging it into your skin with slow, circular motions. Choose a moisturizer with natural ingredients like shea butter or aloe vera, which not only hydrate but also nourish the skin. Your feet will thank you for this loving touch. Step 4. Give yourself a foot massage. This is where the magic happens. Use your thumbs and fingers to gently press into the soles of your feet. Start at the arch, using slow, firm movements, and work your way outward to the toes and heel. Focus on any spots that feel particularly sore or tight, as these are areas where tension tends to build up. A good foot massage doesn't just relax your feet, it stimulates blood circulation, reduces swelling, and even boosts energy. Step 5. Don't forget your toenails. Healthy feet also mean healthy toenails. Keep them trimmed, but not too short, as cutting them too close can lead to painful ingrown nails. Use a nail file to smooth out any sharp edges, and if you notice discoloration or thickening, consult a podiatrist. It could be an early sign of a fungal infection. Why foot care matters more than you think. It's amazing how something so small can have such a profound impact. Imagine dedicating just 10 minutes a day to this simple ritual, and in return, your feet reward you with better balance, reduced pain, and increased energy. It's not just about healthier feet, it's about a healthier you. Consider the story of J.N., a 55-year-old man who struggled with chronic fatigue and foot pain for years. He dismissed his symptoms as just part of getting older. But after learning about the importance of foot care, he decided to give it a try. Within weeks, he noticed a difference. His energy levels began to improve, his sleep became deeper and more restful, and his overall mood brightened. By the third month, he felt like a new person. He could walk longer distances without discomfort and even started enjoying evening strolls again, a small joy he thought he had lost forever. This is just one example of how caring for your feet can transform your life. Whether you're battling chronic pain, struggling with mobility, or simply looking to feel more grounded, starting with your feet is a powerful first step. A personal reflection. If you think about it, foot care is more than just a physical act. It's an expression of self-love. It's a reminder that every part of you deserves attention and care, even the parts that are often overlooked. I've come to see my own daily foot care routine as a form of mindfulness, a chance to slow down and reconnect with my body. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. When I take those few minutes to soak, clean, and massage my feet, it feels like I'm telling my body, thank you for carrying me through this day. It's a small but profound way to honor the hard work my feet do for me, and in return, I feel more balanced, more energized, and more at peace. So, why not start today? Treat your feet with the care they deserve, and watch how this small act of kindness ripples out into the rest of your life. You'll walk taller, sleep better, and feel more alive, because when your roots are strong, everything else thrives. Your feet have been there for you every step of the way. Now it's time to return the favor. 2. Underarm care. The natural detox center of the body. When we think about healthcare and overall wellness, we often focus on the bigger picture. Eating nutritious meals, maintaining a regular exercise routine, or ensuring we get enough restorative sleep. While these practices are undeniably important, we rarely stop to consider the smaller, more inconspicuous areas of our body that play a pivotal role in our health. One such area is the underarm, a space that quietly supports some of the body's most essential functions. Often dismissed as merely a source of sweat or body odor, the underarms are, in fact, a vital detox center. Beneath the skin lies the lymphatic system, an intricate network responsible for filtering out toxins, supporting healthy blood circulation, and boosting the immune system. This system acts as a gatekeeper for our overall health, yet we frequently neglect its care. Instead, we focus on masking odors or sweat without understanding how this small area can affect the rest of our body. Unfortunately, improper underarm care can have far-reaching consequences. When clogged or neglected, the lymphatic system struggles to function, leading to inefficient toxin removal, a compromised immune system, and even fatigue. If we want to truly optimize our body's natural detoxification processes, paying attention to the underarms is not just beneficial, it's essential. How to care for your underarms and support detoxification. Taking care of your underarms doesn't require a drastic overhaul, just a commitment to simple, mindful practices. With a little effort, you can turn this often overlooked area into a cornerstone of your health routine. 1. Gentle cleansing for optimal lymphatic health. Cleansing your underarms should go beyond the goal of simply feeling fresh. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap to avoid irritating the sensitive skin in this area. Wash in circular motions to help stimulate lymphatic circulation. This gentle massaging action encourages the movement of lymph fluids, which are responsible for carrying away toxins and maintaining balance in your body. Think of it as a way to clear a pathway for your internal detox system to work more effectively. 2. Dry thoroughly to prevent bacterial growth. Many of us quickly towel off and move on, but underarm care requires a little extra attention. After washing, ensure the area is completely dry. Residual moisture creates a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, leading to unpleasant odors and potential skin irritation. Gently pat the area with a soft towel until it's fully dry. This step might seem minor, but it's crucial for keeping the underarms clean and odor-free while supporting overall skin health. 3. Opt for natural deodorants and antiperspirants. Choosing the right products for your underarms is critical. Many commercial deodorants and antiperspirants contain aluminum compounds, which can block sweat glands and interfere with the natural detoxification process. Over time, these blockages may lead to clogged lymph nodes and hinder the body's ability to eliminate toxins effectively. Instead, opt for natural alternatives like mineral salt deodorants, baking soda-based products, or those containing essential oils. These options allow your body to sweat naturally while still managing odor effectively, ensuring your lymphatic system functions without unnecessary obstacles. 4. Lymphatic massage, a game changer for circulation. One of the most transformative steps you can take is incorporating a daily lymphatic massage. Using your fingertips, gently stroke the area from your underarm upward toward your collarbone. This upward motion mirrors the natural flow of lymph fluids, helping to boost circulation, reduce tension, and assist in clearing toxins. Not only does this practice support detoxification, but it also relieves tightness in the shoulders and neck, areas that often store stress. A real-life transformation. Helen's journey to wellness. Let me share Helen's inspiring story. At 70 years old, Helen faced persistent health issues. She frequently caught colds, felt chronically fatigued, and struggled with low energy levels. Traditional remedies brought little relief, leaving her feeling frustrated and drained. One day, after learning about the importance of underarm care and lymphatic health, she decided to give it a try. Every morning, Helen practiced a simple routine: gentle cleansing with a mild soap, drying thoroughly, applying a natural deodorant, and performing a 5-minute lymphatic massage. At first, she noticed subtle changes. Her energy levels felt slightly more stable, and her colds became less frequent. Within weeks, however, the improvements became undeniable. The chronic fatigue she had dealt with for years began to lift. Her immune system seemed stronger, and she found herself feeling lighter and more energized. What struck Helen most was how such a small, often ignored part of her body could yield such profound results. For her, underarm care became more than a daily habit. It was a powerful tool for reclaiming her health and vitality. A personal reflection on the power of small changes. Helen's story resonated deeply with me. It made me realize just how much we tend to overlook the small, seemingly insignificant parts of our body in favor of focusing on larger health goals. Yet, as I began implementing underarm care practices in my routine, I experienced a similar shift. The tension in my neck and shoulders eased, my energy levels improved, and I started feeling more balanced overall. It was as though I had tapped into an inner reservoir of health that I never knew existed. Underarm care is a simple, intimate act of self-care that speaks to a greater truth. Our bodies are interconnected systems where even the smallest areas can have a significant impact. By prioritizing this often ignored region, you're not just supporting detoxification. You're giving your body the tools it needs to thrive. Take the first step today. Starting an underarm care routine is one of the easiest yet most effective ways to invest in your health. From gentle cleansing and thoughtful product choices to incorporating soothing massages, each step brings you closer to a stronger, healthier body. And the best part? These practices take only minutes a day. So why wait? Try these techniques for yourself and experience the positive changes firsthand. Remember, even the smallest actions can lead to the most profound transformations. Your underarms deserve more than a quick swipe of deodorant. Treat them as the powerful detox centers they are, and let them work wonders for your overall health. You might just find that this simple act of care becomes one of the most rewarding habits in your wellness journey. 3. Mistakes to avoid for a healthy and happy life after 60. Life after 60 is often referred to as the golden years, a time to embrace freedom, explore new passions, and enjoy the fruits of a well-lived life. But as liberating as this phase can be, it also comes with its own set of challenges. The choices you make, the habits you form, and the mistakes you avoid can determine whether these years are truly golden or tinged with regret. Let's take a deeper look at 8 common mistakes that many people unknowingly make after 60 and explore how avoiding them can lead to a life filled with health, happiness, and peace. 1. Not knowing how to say no. One of the hardest lessons for many people to learn, regardless of age, is the art of saying no. After a lifetime of trying to please others, be it family, friends, or even colleagues, many older adults find it difficult to prioritize their own needs. But as you enter this new phase of life, your time and energy become your most precious resources. Without clear boundaries, you risk being taken advantage of, whether emotionally, financially, or even physically. Take the story of Mr. Shin, for example, a man known for his boundless kindness. He lent money to relatives, helped neighbors in need, and never hesitated to say yes to anyone who asked for his help. But as his savings dwindled and his health began to falter, he realized that many of those he had helped were nowhere to be found when he needed support. Saying no doesn't mean you stop being kind. It means valuing yourself enough to protect your energy. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. 2. Being overly optimistic in relationships. Optimism is often seen as a positive trait, but when it comes to relationships, blind optimism can be a double-edged sword. Many older adults hold on to toxic relationships, hoping things will improve over time. Whether it's enduring disrespect from a spouse, tolerating negativity from friends, or remaining in unhealthy dynamics with family members, this kind of misplaced optimism can take a heavy toll on your emotional well-being. It's important to remember that relationships should be mutual, a balance of giving and receiving. If someone continuously disrespects your boundaries or dismisses your feelings, it's okay to walk away. It's necessary. You've spent decades navigating the complexities of relationships. Now is the time to prioritize your happiness and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Respect your feelings as much as you respect others. 3. Making friends without discrimination. As we age, the importance of companionship becomes more evident. Loneliness can creep in, making the need for friendships and social connections feel urgent. However, it's essential to focus on quality over quantity. Not all friendships are healthy, and some can even be detrimental to your peace of mind. Think of friendship as a garden. It's not about planting as many seeds as possible, but nurturing the ones that truly bloom. Surround yourself with people who bring joy, wisdom, and kindness into your life. Let go of those who bring drama, negativity, or unnecessary stress. True friends are like a second family. They enrich your life, inspire you, and stand by you through thick and thin. 4. Neglecting financial planning. One of the greatest fears many people face after 60 is the possibility of outliving their savings. Financial stability is more than just a number in your bank account. It's your gateway to independence and peace of mind. Yet, many people enter their retirement years without a solid financial plan, assuming their current savings will be enough. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Unexpected expenses, rising healthcare costs, and even unforeseen family needs can quickly deplete your resources. It's vital to have a budget, an emergency fund, and a clear understanding of your financial situation. Consider consulting a financial advisor to ensure you're prepared for any surprises that come your way. Financial freedom not only protects you but also ensures you can focus on enjoying life without constant worry. 5. Overlooking your health while caring for your family. It's a common scenario. Parents and grandparents prioritize their children's and grandchildren's needs over their own. While this selflessness is admirable, it can also be dangerous. Your health is the foundation of your ability to care for others, and neglecting it can lead to serious consequences. Invest in yourself. Schedule regular health checkups, maintain an active lifestyle, and adopt a diet that supports your physical and mental well-being. Think of it this way. By taking care of your health, you're not just extending your own life, you're ensuring that you can be there for your loved ones in the best possible way. 6. Losing patience within the family. Family relationships can be a source of great joy, but they can also be challenging. Misunderstandings, generational gaps, and differing expectations can sometimes lead to frustration and impatience. However, it's important to remember that harmony within the family requires effort from everyone involved, including you. Instead of letting complaints or criticisms fester, approach conflicts with empathy and an open heart. Listen more, speak less, and try to understand the perspectives of your family members. Building a harmonious family dynamic takes time and patience, but the reward, a loving, supportive family, is well worth the effort. 7. Worrying excessively about your children and grandchildren. As a parent or grandparent, it's natural to worry about your family's well-being. But excessive worry can become a heavy burden, both for you and for them. Trust in the lessons you've taught them and allow them to navigate their own lives. Your children and grandchildren need space to grow, make mistakes, and find their paths. By stepping back, you not only give them the freedom to thrive, but also free yourself from the constant anxiety that can weigh you down. Focus on your happiness and trust that they will be okay. 8. Letting sadness control your soul. Life after 60 can bring its share of losses. Friends, family, or even the sense of purpose that came with a career or raising a family. But allowing sadness to take root in your soul can rob you of the joys that still surround you. Instead of dwelling on what's gone, focus on what remains. Find small, meaningful ways to bring joy into your life, whether it's pursuing a hobby, connecting with nature, or spending time with loved ones. Remember, happiness isn't about having a perfect life. It's about finding beauty in imperfection and gratitude in everyday moments. The path to a fulfilling life. Every day is an opportunity to make choices that enhance your life. By avoiding these mistakes, you're not just preventing pitfalls. You're actively creating a future filled with vitality, love, and joy. Life after 60 is a new chapter, and how you write it is entirely up to you. Embrace each day with wisdom, intention, and an open heart, and let these golden years truly shine. 4. Secrets to longevity. Embracing every moment of life. Longevity is not merely about counting the years. It's about creating a life filled with richness, purpose, and meaning. It's about thriving, not just surviving. To truly embrace life as you age, you must weave together habits that nurture your mind, body, and soul. Each small step toward a healthier and more joyful lifestyle can profoundly impact the way you live your remaining years. Let's dive deeper into these secrets of longevity and explore how they can transform your everyday existence. Holistic healthcare. Balance is the foundation of life. Health isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about cultivating a sense of balance and peace within yourself. Physical health is important, yes, but mental and emotional well-being are equally critical. Start each day with a practice that helps center you, a gentle breathing exercise, a calming meditation, or even simply closing your eyes for a few moments to express gratitude for another day. Reading a good book can also transport your mind to a peaceful place, offering a mental escape from life's worries. It doesn't have to be lengthy or profound. Even a few pages of a favorite story can work wonders for your mental state. I've found that dedicating 10 minutes each day to quiet reflection has given me clarity and renewed energy, especially on challenging days. These moments of self-care remind you to pause and appreciate the beauty of simply existing. Stay active. Movement is life. Age is never an excuse to stop moving. Instead, it's a reason to move more intentionally. Physical activity doesn't have to mean strenuous exercise or long hours at the gym. It's about finding what feels good for your body. Walking, yoga, tai chi, or even dancing around your living room to your favorite music can be immensely beneficial. Each step you take is a celebration of life, a reminder that your body is still capable of carrying you through the world. For me, an evening stroll through a quiet park is not just exercise, it's a spiritual ritual. The rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the cool breeze against my face are all reminders that life flows, and I'm still a part of it. Staying active not only strengthens your muscles, but also lifts your mood and keeps your spirit youthful. Eat right. Nourish your body, nurture your soul. What you put into your body directly affects how well it functions. A diet rich in fresh, wholesome foods can be transformative. Prioritize vibrant vegetables, nutrient-dense nuts, omega-3 rich fish, and whole grains. Think of your plate as a canvas, with colorful, fresh ingredients painting a picture of vitality. Hydration is another cornerstone of health. Drinking enough water throughout the day flushes out toxins, energizes your body, and keeps your mind sharp. I've always believed that eating right is a form of self-love. Preparing a beautiful, nourishing meal for yourself, even if it's simple, is a way of honoring your body for everything it does for you. Find joy every day. Happiness lies in the little things. True happiness isn't something grand or distant. It's woven into the fabric of everyday life. It's the scent of your morning tea, the warmth of sunlight streaming through your window, or the laughter of a loved one on the other end of the phone. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Joy is a choice, a deliberate focus on what's good and beautiful in the world, even on the hardest days. For me, tending to my small garden brings me immeasurable peace. Watching flowers bloom reminds me that growth is always possible, no matter the season of life. Find those small things that spark happiness for you and let them anchor your days with gratitude and positivity. Keep learning. Curiosity keeps you young. The world is filled with wonders, and it's never too late to explore them. Learning something new, whether it's a skill, a hobby, or a piece of history, keeps your mind sharp and your heart engaged. Take up painting, learn a musical instrument, or join a local book club. These activities aren't just hobbies. They're gateways to new adventures. I've found that every time I challenge myself to try something new, I feel a spark of excitement that reminds me of being young again. Learning keeps life fresh and exciting, no matter your age. Connect with the community. The power of human connection. As we age, meaningful relationships become even more important. Loneliness can be a heavy burden, but it doesn't have to be your reality. Surround yourself with positive, uplifting people who bring joy and laughter into your life. Reach out to old friends, join a community group, or volunteer for a cause you believe in. I've found that even a simple conversation with a neighbor can brighten my day and remind me of the kindness that exists in the world. Human connection is like a balm for the soul, and nurturing these bonds can bring immense comfort and strength. Final thoughts. Life is a tapestry of moments. The secret to longevity isn't a single magic formula. It's a collection of habits, small but powerful, that weave together a life of fulfillment. It's about waking up each morning with gratitude, embracing every moment with an open heart, and nurturing yourself with the care you truly deserve. Longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. By prioritizing health, joy, and connection, you create a life that feels meaningful and full of purpose. So, take a step toward these habits today. Start small, but start now. After all, life is a gift, and every moment is an opportunity to make it extraordinary. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the secrets of longevity and embrace every moment of life. As you reflect on what we've shared, take a moment to think about which habit or insight resonated with you the most. What have you learned today that inspired you? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share one thing you've learned from this video and how you plan to bring it into practice in your own life. Your comment might just inspire someone else to take that first step toward a healthier, more fulfilling lifestyle. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content like this. Together, let's create a community that celebrates life at every age. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.